A nice best of seven ahead of us, and house salads coming in as the fourth seed, potatoes as the third seed. So both underdogs winning their games in the semifinals. They're coming in hot. KG, what are you expecting tonight?
Well, I believe the House Salads actually won their game in 5, so they had to play the full gamut. And the Potatoes, I believe, if I remember correctly, also got the sweep. So Potatoes might have a little bit less. Maybe they had maybe a little colder than the House Salads, considering that they had to go 5 games. Or the House Salads could be a little tired, and Potatoes might be able to snatch this one up.
Yeah, it really could go either way. Looking at the team stats for this season, both teams pretty close in record. House Salads coming in at 29 and 27, Potatoes 32 and 24. Potatoes have a little bit of an edge there, but it should be a really closely contested matchup. What's standing out to you, KG?
The fact that almost everything is even, it looks so well. Other than the saves against, which you could say you put a little bit of stock into, everything else is almost dead even. This is going to be hopefully a Game 7 series, and that's what I look forward to.
Hey, game seven is the most excitement.
I do love me a Game 7. Oh,
So, moving on to the player stats for 50-50 Pizzeria, representing them will be Neither Nick, Infernape 1700, uh, Sechi Ketchy, excuse me if I'm mispronouncing that, and Shootsy. KG, who's bringing it in for the potatoes?
looks like the Lartson, Pokey Ninja 77, Blue Crimson Jr., and Spiper Wolf. Not Sniper Wolf, but Spiper Wolf. And I'm glad I pronounced that one correctly.
Yeah, so we could go through all the stats, but I'm sure people would rather watch some exciting Rocket League action. And it looks like we have all the players in the lobby. We'll be getting everyone in here shortly, and we'll be starting it up. KG, I'm very excited. Especially to be here in the booth with you. It should be a great series. Let's hope we go to game seven. That's all we ever want.
Mm-hmm. More Rocket League. I mean, they don't usually like it. The team that wants to win, they want it to go in 4, but the bias in me wants to go to Game 7. I like to talk.
I love to talk too, and counting down, we are live here, game one of the finals. And right away, we'll start off in the blue half. Neither Nick getting it past one. He'll get demoed for his efforts, though. Larson going in for a fake challenge will give possession over to the blue squad. And are you expecting anything out of either of these teams tonight, KG? Any big plays, any game plans?
Actually, I am expecting a little bit of I would say solo plays, and as Lartson ends up getting it underneath, I believe Nethernick right there, uh, with a nice little goal here. Oh, sorry, Infernape just comes down off the wall, unable to read that properly, and Lartson throwing a car in there, and 1-0, 4:32 to go.
Yeah, a great start for the Orange squad. That's what you love to see, especially in the finals. Getting a hot
Ooh.
start is always important. And we'll find ourselves back in the blue half again. Blue Crimson going for a big shot at the corner. Can't quite get it on target. Neither Nick going to take over. Larson coming in with a big 50-50. That could be on target. No. Hooky Ninja's there. Can't get it. It goes high. And we remain at 1-0. Some offense coming out early for the Potatoes, and they look to keep it going. And we will see some dead action there in the midfield. Shootsy there with a shot on net. Shootsy gets it past one. Blue Crimson with a big save. Neither Nick now for the shot off the backboard. Neither Nick gonna tie it up. Excellent read off the backboard. We find ourselves with a 1-1 game, KG.
I think neither Nick is going to be one of the people to watch out for. They've shown a lot of patience early on without not banging the ball, yeeting it down the opposite side of the field. They've been catching it, trying to dribble. So if I'm the Potatoes, you got to watch out for that, because you can't just expect him to throw it, as neither Nick unfortunately misses that. But this is amateur. Those misses will happen a little bit more often than not now that I think about it. But Shootsy hits it up in the air. Nether Nick is going to slightly win that 50. Lartson coming up. going to try to make a play and ends up throwing it back into the corner, trying to get a nice little touch, and unfortunately doesn't lead to anywhere. Shootsy and Pokey meeting, and the ball goes opposite side right into Infernape, who catches it. Although Blue Crimson with a nice challenge, and right now as Blue Crimson tries to make the demo on Shootsy, the Potatoes are starting to play a little bit more aggressive since the House Salad's game-tying goal.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you there. One thing I'm loving so far out of the Potatoes, they have been challenging the ball early and often, and this could be dangerous in front of the net. Infernape is going to get there, though. It stays dangerous. Off the post, Larson is there. Larson towards the net. Larson is going to make it a 2-1 game, and second goal. Hot start, and Potatoes have got to be feeling good, especially Larson. Got to be feeling great after that.
Oh yeah, they're putting a lot of pressure on them. Like that's right after that game-time goal, they really picked it right back up, kept the House Salads back in their side. Larson with a touch. That's a center. Pokey looking to beat Shootsy, and does, and that is a 3-1 lead, 242. Their aggressiveness is really up there, and neither Nick and Infernape doubling, and that kind of what led to the open goal. Shootsy can't quite make it.
And Larson been all over the game so far. 100% goal participation on what looks like some pretty high ping too, doing it all. And finally, we find ourselves back in the orange half after some extended time in the blue half. Neither Nick with a shot on net, and what a save by Pokey Ninja to keep it a 2-goal lead for the Potatoes. But House Salads, they're not done. A great challenge there from Infernape. Neither Nick gonna go up for it. Gonna put it to the corner, looking to keep this offensive pressure. Pokey Ninja gets it past 1, gonna get it past 2. And Shootsy will send it safely into the corner. Back and forth, these teams are going. Shootsy now with a shot on net. And Larson is there. That demo coming in handy. The Potatoes looking in control so far. House Salad's gonna need to pick up the offense if they want to get back into this. Neither Nick trying to get a shot there, but once again the challenges from this Potato squad have been excellent at shutting down what House Salads are throwing at them.
I agree, they're just a little bit faster. Ooh, Shootsy missing that one, and kind of throws Larson off a little bit, but they're just a little bit faster, and most of all three of their goals have just come off of good aggressive play. No double commits. Is Shootsy going to come up, and unfortunately a little too spicy. Neither Nick doing the same exact thing. It was like deja vu as Blue Crimson misses the ball. And now we have since the ball didn't move, at least somebody was able to touch it this time. Nether Nick going up wall is going to center it, and Blue Crimson looking like they're going to hit it towards House Salad's corner as Infernape trying to catch it. It does go over Larson, and neither Nick is going to take over. That's going to be centered off the 50, off the back wall to the right, and Shootsy missing that with Infernape coming in, cleaning it up, and taking this lead from 3-1, 3-2.
Yeah, and a great job by Sushi getting off the backboard when no one was there. Blue Crimson just missing out. Infernape gonna take advantage of the situation, and with under a minute remaining, it is a 1-goal game. Anybody could take a Blue Crimson, putting it towards the net, but Infernape will get there. And we see ourselves down the orange half. Big demo by Infernape, gonna open up some space for the blue squad, but Larson again with the challenges. Larson has an open net, and they will put it in. A huge answer to give Potatoes a 2-goal lead with 40 seconds remaining. We are getting into crunch time here. Potatoes are looking hot, but nobody's looking hotter than Larson.
No, definitely not. And like you said, you mentioned the ping, and the ping right now not very happy. And it doesn't matter for Larson because they're taking over this game. Neither Nick started off really hot, but Larson's kept the entire game spicy as Larson's going to keep this away from the goal and then get it away. Shootsy not able to read that, and Shootsy's having a little bit of trouble reading his Pokey getting it around Infernape. Can they get another touch? They don't need one. And Pokey scores off of that little hit off the corner.
Yeah, and that will likely put it away. 18 seconds. I mean, anything is possible. Kickoff goal could give House Salads all the momentum they need, but right now you got it feeling great if you're Potatoes. You can kind of hang back a little bit, just play defense, keep the ball out of your half. And it looks like that's what they're going to be doing. Blue Crimson, though, going up for a challenge there. Runs at a boost. Neither Nick gets it off the back wall, but that clear will all but finalize this game one. Potatoes with a statement here. 5-2 victory. And game one was all about Lartzen. 3 goals on 4 shots. 585 game score and 2 assists. They were involved in every goal for the Potatoes. That is how you start, KG.
That's right. They saw Neither Nick kind of thinking that they were going to take over. They said absolutely not. We're going to win this game. Potatoes really did have control most of the game. House Salads made a good play at it. The score was 3-2 for a short amount of time, but the Potatoes just they took over. And then right now they said we don't belong in salad.
That is correct. I couldn't agree with you more. And I'm looking at House Salads. It looks like they might just need to pick up the speed, and it looks like we're gonna have to remake the lobby here, folks. So just give us one moment. We're gonna get everybody back in here. KG, talk to me. What you think about game one? What adjustments do you want to see from House Salads?
I think they need to be a little bit the slight patience with a little bit of that aggressiveness, because I'm not sure if there were a few double commits and then there were a few just complete whiffs, if you know what I mean, where they needed to hit the ball and they just couldn't. So I think calming yourself down, you've got this, but make sure you play as aggressive as you were, because the Potatoes are coming after you. They want to win this. This isn't a game to them.
Yeah, the Potatoes, they really have been in the face of House Salads for all of that game one. The challenges were almost every time House Salads found themselves with possession. And it looks like we have everybody back in the lobby. The team should be joining up shortly, and we'll be ready to get game two started off here, KG. And the players are in, and we're getting ready to roll.
Yes, and it looks like the teams are the same. Shootsy, Neither Nick, and Infernape against Lartzen, Blue Crimson Jr., and Poke Ninja. So yeah, they didn't make any changes. Both teams like what they see. That ball was on off the kickoff, but a good cheat save right there by the House Salads. The ball is going to go into the Potatoes corner. That ball is going to be 50 centered, and Shootsy's going to keep it inside. And unfortunately, this ball is going to get into Crimson's ball and driving away as Crimson has that landing awkwardly. Infernape going to try to catch it, but Poke Ninja, nice aggressive play, moving forward and keeping the ball right back in the House Salads zone. So starting off right away, even though that was a little bit awkward, and now we have Shootsy inside the zone, inside the Potato zone. Right now, the Potatoes, even though they're in their own zone, they still are trying to keep the ball into House Salads side.
Yeah. And I'm like what I'm seeing from House Salads. Looks like they're trying to boom the ball a little more, although it looks like House Salads are going to get caught out of position. Blue Crimson going to take advantage to give Potatoes the first goal in the second straight game. And yeah, just catching the defense out of position. Blue Crimson wasn't involved in any goals last game. They said they want to get involved in game two. 1-0 for the Potatoes.
Lartzen catching this one, having a chance to go, but Infernape, nice little read and able to stop that one. Although we have a double commit for Infernape and Shootsy, it doesn't lead to anything dangerous on their side. But Lartzen has the ball, and they've been dangerous this entire time. But Shootsy with a nice dunk clear, landing right into Poke Ninja, who sends it in. And now Neither Nick. Now the ball's just going back and forth here. Infernape keeping it in. We have an open goal for Blue Crimson. Unfortunately, Infernape leaving it right for them.
Blue Crimson finding themselves in the right place at the right time once again. I think it was Shootsy pushed up going for demos on the back line. You like to see it, but you got to make sure you have somebody in the back third so open goals like that don't happen, and the Potatoes will be more than happy with this 2-0 lead. Infernape with the shot. Or with the pass, excuse me, and I think that was Neither Nick. It was a good attempt, just can't get it around on target. We find ourselves still in the orange half, though. Infernape trying to keep the pressure. Neither Nick with a great challenge, but Poke Ninja with an even better save. And House Salads really trying to get some good offensive pressure, but they cannot find the back of the net. Shootsy trying, and once again, the challenges from Potatoes have been impeccable. They have been all over the house salads, and they just can't adjust. Opportunity there, but no shot will come. Shootsy into the corner. No, Larson with a big clear. Poking Ninja's there. It goes under one, almost gets it in. I'm not sure who that was off, but we keep a 2-0 game as we near halftime.
Yeah, the house salads just feel like they're almost there, but the potatoes are still one step ahead as Poke Ninja, nice demo in the back, but Poke Ninja having a good touch to get it back into the corner and give Blue Crimson plenty of time to get back. Shootsy's getting it, keeping it inside the potato zone. They've had some time inside this zone, but nothing that quality or as much as they want. These touches are just not going their way as Blue Crimson just lays it for Larson, who backflips, unfortunately. And that would have been a really nice goal had that gone in. However, that was a really nice pass to begin with and making it dangerous as Infernape taking the corner boost but leaving the ball and giving it right back to the potatoes. So House Salads trying to make these nice plays as Neither Nick going up and it goes wide as, again, the touches just aren't quite there.
And yeah, it was a great challenge from Shootsy there, and Neither Nick with a good attempt, but unfortunately just a little wide. The goal just not big enough once again, and we stay scoreless for the House Salads. 2 goals for the Potatoes. A little confusion there in the back line. Infernape trying to take control. Infernape now has some space in the corner, has some options, tries to go for the pass, but just gets taken over. I'm not sure who that was from the Potatoes, but regardless, we find ourselves in the blue half. That ball could be dangerous. Infernape is going to get the clear. Low on boost, gets a touch, tries to get a second. Neither Nick sends it high, and no one pushing up for the House Salads. We're nearing a minute remaining. They are still scoreless, KG. They got to do something if they want to get back in this game.
Yes, and unfortunately, the ball being on their side is not what needs to happen as Neither Nick gets it in there, beating one, but can't beat Blue Crimson, who does a good job of winning that defensive play. Shootsy getting it out of their corner, but Blue Crimson right back in there to keep it back in, and the time just keeps ticking away. Larson right back in, and then we're starting to have the same thing over and over. They need to switch something up. Shootsy missing it. Infernape missing it, unfortunately. That's going off the back wall, and it looks like Neither Nick is going to hit it the opposite side and try to take control, but it goes right back to Blue Crimson Jr., who keeps it inside the House Salad zone, as now we're back in the potato zone, but I wonder for how long.
And Infernape with a great catch there off the wall, tries to get something going off the backboard, but once again, the challenges from Potatoes. They're there every time as we count down 10 seconds remaining, and it looks like it is going to be a 2-0 series lead for the Potatoes, same as the score here in Game 2, unless there's some last-minute heroics. And ball still alive? No, it will touch the ground. Potatoes with back-to-back dominant performances. Blue Crimson, the standout player here in Game 2, responsible for both goals. Catching the defense off guard both times. And House Salads, they might need to change up the game plan here, KG, because right now the Potatoes, they're all over them.
Yes, I liked that second game by the House Salads. They definitely put a decent amount of pressure on at the end, but a lot of those touches just weren't there. I think they need to calm down a little bit, have some confidence in themselves, and you can make these shots. You can do this. The Potatoes aren't infallible. They're making some mistakes that you can take advantage of. But after this game, watching Blue Crimson really play very solid, keeping the ball, and I would call it smart is the word I'll use. They played very smart this game.
I 100% agree with you. A lot of the touches were smart, calculated touches where it looked like House Salads, it looked almost a little bit random whether they wanted to boom the ball or control it, really without regard to where the defense was. If they can just tighten up those touches a little bit and get a little more calculated on when they want to catch it, when they want to boom it, depending on where the defense is, we could see a very different series here. And as we start here on Game 3, the Potatoes, they're hot. I believe it was, you said the Potatoes that swept their game, correct,
Yep.
KG?
I believe so, yes.
So yeah, it looks like that break in between didn't affect them at all.
No.
They were hot in their semifinal game, and they're looking hot here in the finals.
Yes, they're definitely the 3 seed right now is the team to beat, and like you said, if they don't make an adjustment to house salads, this is going to be a quick series. And I personally think that the house salads are going to make a comeback. They're going to make this a series. That's because I want it to. I'm going to try to will it to happen.
Hey, a 7-game series is a long series. Anything can happen. It just takes, one changeup of the game plan could be all the difference. As we find ourselves here in the orange half to start off, Infernape going for a pass to the middle, couldn't get nothing. Pokey Ninja gonna get it past Shootsy. Neither Nick is there though. And great touch by Neither Nick, gets it past 2 defenders. Going for the Doomsy, almost gets it in, but Larson doesn't want to see any of it. We find ourselves back on the other side of the field. Pokey Ninja with a great pass to the center. No one was there for the orange squad. These two teams going back and forth to start off, KG. I love what I'm seeing. It looks like House Salads are really trying to pick up the pace here in Game 3.
I agree, and I'm thinking that what I personally think should happen is neither Nick should try to take control, try to be a lot more aggressive and create plays. I've noticed that they've got good, decent ball control. They are very patient, and I think that they can be the catalyst for the comeback. As if they can get Infernape and Shootsy to have just to calm down a little bit, I think that this can be a much different series.
Yeah, I love what you're saying, KG. And as we see Shootsy booming it downfield, Larson's going to clear it. Infernape is there. House Salad's looking a lot better at keeping possession in this orange half, and that ball was dangerous, but there won't be a shot on target. Shootsy, though, challenging Pokey Ninja on the play. Larson has control, tries to get up past 2. Great challenge from Infernape, but just can't get there. We go back into the corner. Both teams, again, going back and forth. We only have 1 shot on net, though, so far. Offense, whereas it's been a lot of pressure from both teams, nothing too dangerous yet as we wait for our first goal nearly 2 minutes here into game number 3.
Yes, both teams just, it's kind of an awkward situation. Both teams are actually playing pretty darn aggressive. Good demo by Shootsy. Can Pokey get it? No. And Infernape able to clean that one up. And House Salad's definitely throwing them off a little bit by making them think. I've seen that particular type of play a couple of times where one of the players would go in and try to either demo or get them to think about it. And it's been working so far. So instead of committing too hard, there's a little bit of a miss on the kickoff right there. Instead of committing too hard, they're actually slowing themselves down and committing at the right times.
And Infernape has been all over this game number 3 so far, really taking over. It looks like they do not want to go down 3-0 and have to force the reverse sweep. As we near the halfway point, it is still a 1-0 game in favor of House Salad. Pokey Ninja trying to make something happen for the Potatoes. Steals that corner boost. That could be big. Neither Nick with a great clear over to Shootsy, who is going to get a great 50 on Larson. As we go into the corner, Neither Nick trying to get the pass into the middle. Mistouches a little bit. Infernape is there. It goes high. Shootsy there. Shootsy trying to get the shot on net. Can't. And pressure will be relieved for the Potatoes as they have an opening Pokey Ninja with no boost. Infernape, again, all over the ball. This House Salad squad is really picking up this pace, and they, as so far, have been looking like the better team here in Game 3.
Oh, I agree 100%. It sort of feels like the Potatoes are just playing, I wouldn't say lackadaisical, but they definitely feel a little slower this game. I wouldn't say that they're resting on the laurels. I would say that the House Salads are definitely, they're getting a little bit better touches, and they're being a little bit more aggressive, and the mixture of the two is creating some stuff, as Shootsy has been off kind of all series long, as the commitment from Neither Nick at the back end unfortunately doesn't come in, and this is a tie game. Good move by Blue Crimson right here to avoid that. Actually could have been a bump.
Yeah, and you got to feel for House Salads there, just hitting the post. Barely missing that 2-0 lead. Blue Crimson once again has been great at taking advantage of the defense being out of position. That was a great dribble into the open net. And Potatoes definitely going to get revitalized a little bit by that now. Blue Crimson keeping the pressure. A pass into the middle, but no one is there. Shootsy going to slow it down. Doesn't have boost, but a great challenge on the wall. Gets the 100 boost. Tries to get another challenge in front of the goal. Can't. Neither Nick will not get the touch. And Blue Crimson with a huge demo opening things up for the Potatoes. But that offensive attack will die out. We move right back onto the other side of the field. Under a minute remaining, 1-1 game. Infernape just missing the shot. Again, the shooting accuracy has been doing house salads in. They've had a lot of good opportunities, KG. As we count down 30 seconds, it is a tied game.
Oh, Pokey Ninja winning that one, keeping it in. This is dangerous, though. That's actually a center to Lartson, who was not able to get that one on goal, but a decent bump into Ape, giving Crimson a chance. That's going to be on goal. Lartson bumping Shootsy, but nothing coming from his Nick. Gets it right back to Potatoes, but Pokey taking control. Giving it right back to Ape. Under 10 seconds here. We have a chance here. Ape trying to get it over. Blue Crimson stalls Blue Crimson, and unfortunately, you can't go into neutral at that point because you can't go anywhere.
And what a dribble from Infernape on low boost, too. They were under 20. They didn't have much to work with. Great control of the ball, and ice in the veins with 4 seconds remaining to take the lead as we have 0 seconds. And this ball is going to touch the ground. What a finish for House Salads. What a game for Infernape. And we have a series here, KG.
You're darn right we do, and I'm loving it. Infernape taking a control of this game. 5 shots, 2 goals. No assists for either team, but that's okay. Infernape just decided to be very aggressive, and it was the catalyst for the entire team to really kind of work together. Shootsy again having opportunities and just kind of not on target, but it kind of feels like, you know what, it could happen at any time. All of a sudden these balls could go straight in, and he could be true as a sharpshooter. You never know.
Yeah, and Potatoes are feeling good going into that game, but I would say they got thoroughly outplayed by House Salads. I mean, Infernape was all over the field, and now your House Salads, you played a great game 3. You find yourselves right back in this series. They got to be feeling good going into game 4, and I think keep that same game plan. They picked up the pace, and Potatoes did not look like they were ready for it.
No, I agree 100%. They did not look like they were ready, and it's kind of started off with they were sending the second man to go demo, and it threw them off a little bit, and they had to think about that. And whenever anybody kind of got close, they had to be a little bit worried because they sort of switched up a bit. Last time it was a little bit of too aggressive. They were kind of, I don't know, I would use panicky. They weren't getting the touches in that particular game. They got everything right as the kickoff kind of goes towards Potatoes' zone, but everybody leaving it. Is Shootsy coming up for it. Lartson decided not to go for it and give Shootsy an opportunity, but it doesn't really go anywhere as Pokey Ninja actually centering it. Neither Nick going for it. It's going to stay wide, and that ball is going to be a miss by Blue Crimson, but unfortunately Infernape couldn't dunk over it. And while the ball's still sitting in Potato's zone as Shootsy goes flying past, they still seem a little flat-footed, although that's a miss by Infernape, and that great save by neither Nick. That was dangerous, and that accidental slender by his team, that could have been an open score right there.
Yeah, a great save indeed by neither Nick. I mean, that is not an easy angle when it's right above you like that. You know, the camera angle goes crazy. It is hard to read, but neither Nick doesn't care. A great play on defense. Ooh. And we find both squads going back and forth now. Lartson over to Pokey Ninja. No, Infernape's going to be there. Going to send it all the way downfield, and off the post. Off both posts. That was dangerous. We stay scoreless, though. I don't know how that ball did not go in, but it didn't. Pokey Ninja now send it to the other side of the field. And some big demos now coming out for House Salads. Shootsy going for a disruption on defense. Doesn't get any contact, but we still find ourselves in this orange half. Neither Nick is there now, going up in the air. Neither Nick going for one touch, gets it, Infernape
Ooh.
can't find the shot. Shootsy is there, though, to keep the pressure. 2 minutes in, we stay scoreless, but House Salads, they have been threatening so far. Infernape up in the air, gets one touch, going for the double, no, leaves it. And Pokeninja's gonna get a much needed clear for the Potatoes so they can get some breathing room as the ball dies here in midfield just a little bit. Not for long though, KG, the teams are going back and forth. We stay 0-0. What a game number 4 we have in our hands.
You're darn right. Right now, it's the Potatoes, or House Salads are keeping the Potatoes on their toes. Larson, I'm looking to see having a little bit of a weird ping again, so that could come into play right now, but for now, nothing coming of it as that ball's dangerous. Blue Crimson really keeping up the play, even though the House Salads are kind of winning this battle, even though it's 0-0, as neither Nick can't make anything off of that. Shootsy coming in. Oh, no. Whoa.
Wow, what
Whoa.
a shot. I think that was off Shootsy into Larson and Pokeninja. They're going to combine, and that is just wrong place, wrong time for Shootsy. And that's a huge goal for Potatoes halfway into this game, though, to take the lead so far. First goal scored in every game has won. We'll see if that stays true here in game number 4. Infernape doesn't want to see any of it, puts it into the corner. This ball's hanging around in front of net. Larson will get the clear, shoots, he's there though. Puts it into the corner, goes for a second touch. Gets it past one defender, can't get it past 2. And we count down now, under 2 minutes remaining. Big demo there from Blue Crimson. Pokeninja's there, could get a shot on net, centers it, Blue Crimson's there. Blue Crimson just misses the shot. It was a good opportunity. Instead, now we go the other way. Shootsy trying to take control, and that's a big demo to stop the push from Shootsy. Infernape, though, off the back wall. We'll get a clear, though, from the orange squad. Shootsy's there again. House Salad's really picking up that challenge game, but they still have yet to score here in game number 4 as we're counting down. Time is running out. Neither Nick gets a big demo on the back line. Shootsy's there. Shootsy can't get the shot. Once again, Infernape there. And just misses the touch off the backboard. KG, they've been right there. We count down 1 remaining. It is still 1-0 for the Potatoes.
Yes, there's still plenty of time for the House Salads to get back in this. That was a bit of a dangerous play by Shootsy to get in there, but it didn't. Nothing bad happened. Infernape not winning this 50 as Pokeninja, who I believe has been underrated, especially this game, has come up with some amazing and great touches to prevent the House Salads from really getting any momentum on their offensive side. So right now, even though Blue Crimson and Larson have been really good these games, Pokeninja's playing absolutely amazing defense as Infernape able to get it in, but Pokeninja touching it up in the air from that demo on the back end, although this is going to be going in. Shootsy in the air, tying it up, 20 seconds to go.
And what a shot from Shootsy. I mean, it was a great defensive play by Pokeninja to keep it away from the net, but Shootsy was right there for it, wasted no time, and 20 seconds remaining. We have a tied game, KG. We could be seeing our first overtime of the series. Neither Nick doesn't want overtime, though. Puts it off the back wall. Shootsy's there. Shootsy towards the net, but it's not on target. Under 10 seconds remaining. Infernape, who's been huge all series long. Infernape to pass over to Neither Nick, and Neither Nick again. Back-to-back games with 4 seconds remaining, and House Salads will take a 2-1 lead once again. What a play from Infernape and from Neither Nick. Wow.
Man, these House Salads, there's still 4 seconds to go. You never really know. That ball's sitting there. Leave it alone. No, they're going to let it go in the air. That ball's sitting up. This is dangerous. There's a chance. Demo in the back end by Shootsy. Great awareness right there as the ball looking like it's going to hit, and it does. So we got a little bit like something could have happened, but I do love Shootsy's awareness, especially at the end, to take over and make sure nothing weird would happen. But House Salads playing pretty darn well, don't you think?
Oh, yeah, what a turnaround from House Salads. I mean, you know, Potatoes really had the first 2 games of the series. I think by a significant margin. House Salads, they've picked up the pace. The physicality on both ends has picked up. They're going for demos In defense, you're going for demos on offense,
Mhm.
and two great shots from neither Nick and Shootsy to get House Salads the lead there, and we have a tied series, KG, exactly the way we wanted after 4 games.
You're darn right. That's one, 3 more games. That's what I'm looking for. But right now, I'm really curious to see if the potatoes can sort of bounce back. That's 2 games in a row that the first 2 games they were winning very well, and these last two, everything's sort of changed. They're a little flat-footed. The touches aren't there. House Salads just they're keeping them. They're keeping them on their toes. They're keeping them on their brakes, if you will.
Yeah, and I mean, you have to wonder if maybe Potatoes got a little bit lax after the 2-0 lead, but regardless, House Salads, they changed up the game plan completely, and Potatoes have been unable to adjust so far. Now they've seen 2 games of it. We'll see if the Potatoes maybe bring something else out in this game. They've definitely picked up the physicality just as House Salads has. So we'll see if that comes into play here in game number 5 of this series. And everyone's in. We are counting down on kickoff. Blue, Crimson, and Infernape. As we have no longer a best of 7, it is a best of 3, KG.
That's right, and we have a substitution as Blue Crimson looking. I was waiting to see if Blue Crimson sent that on. Spiper Wolf is in for Poke Ninja, which I'm a little surprised at. But Infernape going for goal, and unfortunately, 20 seconds in, the House Salads have not slowed down at all.
Yeah, and there was a big bump there from neither Nick on, I believe it was Viper Wolf, which put them out of position. They were unable to get that save. Infernape will capitalize. And again, that increased physicality from House Salads has really been huge. Shootsy now trying to get involved. Can Infernape, with possibly shot, gets one touch, but Lartson's going to play some great defense. Lartson's been a little quiet these past 2 games, KG. We might need to see them pick it up, but neither Nick doesn't want to see that. Neither Nick wants the second goal of the game for House Salads, 2-0. And what a way to start game 5 here.
72 miles an hour in between 3 people. The House Salads are really, really taking it to them. Very aggressive. And you can tell what they're playing with is confidence. They're playing with that confidence, feeling like things will go in, things are going to go well, and then there's that little miss, unless that was a fake, because it looked like they kind of went for a demo right there. I'm not sure if that was on purpose or not. Lartson can't quite get it around Shootsy, who reads it very well, and Shootsy get around Spiper, but getting demoed for their efforts is Blue Crimson able to keep it inside the House Salad zone. That's a pass. Spiper can't read it, but a very, very good attempt for the Potatoes. Demo on the other end, but neither Nick onto Spiper, but it's going to land into Spiper after they spawn, not leading anywhere, and as neither Nick getting demoed by Lartson, but keeping it inside the Potatoes zone. So coming up on 3 minutes and 30 seconds, as the ball goes to the opposite side, the Potatoes are trying to pick it up as more demos keep happening, but they just can't get the ball outside of their zone.
Yeah, you know, this increased physicality from both teams now. They are going all out. We didn't see too much of it in the first couple games, but that has completely changed. The Potatoes trying to break up now what has been a really good House Salads rotation of keeping pressure. We find ourselves now in the blue half, though. Neither Nick gonna take it slow. I think that was the right play there. Gets Lartson to back off. Neither Nick with a great challenge there. Almost gets the shot on net. Gets the bump, and it will go in. Neither Nick doesn't get the original second touch they wanted. It doesn't matter, though, because going for the demo, and again, that physicality. Just clear, you know, if you can't score, clear the defense out of the way. We have ourselves a 3-0 game for House Salads now. Potatoes, they are really getting it taken to them now.
They're reeling right now as a dunk goal. Nice job bounce goaling that one in. Blue Crimson, they needed to stop the bleeding with 2:46 to go. That's we're getting a little out of hand right there, and they, in my opinion, they need another goal pretty darn quickly to make sure that the House Salads don't feel like they still have confidence, because that was one of those goals that you might, oh no, As Larson, nice defensive play, good save. That could have been it for the Potatoes right there. That would have been sort of a backbreaker, but good job, and I love the fight in them as Larson trying to get it around Shootsy. It does. Let's see if they got another one, but no. Infernate playing really aggressive. Blue Crimson trying to catch it. Does, but that's going to land it right to center. To neither Nick, but saved by Spiper Wolf. And that was another opportunity for the House Salads. That didn't happen. And, oh man, this could change things a little bit if the Potatoes get a little bit more confidence and a little bit more aggressive.
Yeah, and one thing to know, KG, that goal by Potatoes was their first, and I think almost 5 or 6 minutes of game time. So, you know, that's huge for them. If they can get another one, there's still 2 minutes left. But this House Salads pressure has been really strong. Some great defense has been coming out from the Potatoes. Infernate's going to get a miss there. Shootsy has to get the clear. They will. Shootsy needs another touch. Doesn't. Blue Crimson sends it high. But no one from Orange there to take advantage. Infernate gets the dunk on Spiper Wolf. Goes for the challenge on Blue Crimson. Gets it. But there will be no blue players there. We stay in the middle of the field. Shootsy gets it. Goes for the double tap. Shootsy. What a read. What a shot from Shootsy. From midfield to great control in the air. And that is 4-1 for the House Salads. What a shot from Shootsy. Talk about making a statement in the finals.
Shootsy, the first 3 games, had opportunities that just didn't come. They were wide. They just weren't on target. Now Shootsy's playing with really good confidence, and a lot of these touches are just finding the targets. Shootsy doing a great job trying to demo, disrupting people. Once they picked it up, unfortunately, a lot of the Potatoes' problems started to pick up. Shootsy really, really has changed their game in the past 3 games.
Yeah, Shootsy has been a huge part, but I mean, credit to Infernate too, has been all over. A great challenge there. Shootsy getting physical in the back line. Infernate's going to get it past one, going to try to drop it down. Larson will recover though. Then to the corner. Neither Nick goes for the center. Can't get a touch. Larson tries to get it past one, gets past Shootsy, goes for the demo. Larson, what a play to answer. Keeping the Potatoes' dreams of a Game 6 win alive. A Game 5 win, excuse me. The flick and the demo, what a play. Larson is not giving up. 30 seconds remaining, 2 goals is more than doable for the Potatoes.
Definitely more than doable. And then as that ball goes into their zone, Shootsy missing. This gives them an opportunity if they're kind of aggressive. That ball hits off the wall a little bit. Good read by neither Nick. Blue Crimson keeping it in. The ball's in the air. Spiper Wolf is going to wait for Shootsy, who doesn't get the touch that they're looking for. That's a center, but nobody there. Unfortunately, you need to move up 4-2 under 20 seconds left. That's plenty of time. Is this ball going to waterfall down? It is not. Larson can't read that one, and it's pretty much all but over as under 5 seconds comes in. They had some opportunities right there, but unfortunately weren't quite aggressive enough at the end to make any plays.
Yeah, and I can't stop thinking about that double from Shootsy.
Right.
What a play that was. I mean, they hit that from midfield. We're in the air from behind the midfield line. Not only to be able to keep your car in control in the air for that amount of time, but also be able to get the read from that far out. I mean, I think that shot of the series so far. Agreed. I don't know about you, KG.
100% agreed. And look at Shootsy, 1 shot, 1 goal. So that goal, he made it count. He didn't need any other shots. He just made a statement with that one. It's like, I don't need anything else right now.
Yeah, and credit to Larson not giving up there at the end with that great flick and demo, but it just was too little too late. Now, that's 3 straight wins for House Salads. We move on to Game 6. Potatoes. Since the game change from House Salads, Potatoes have not been able to answer. No, they really got to switch it up. Look, you're down to your last life of your Potatoes. Go all out, give it everything you got. You got here for a reason. And I think they're going to show up here in Game 6. I think they're going to give us a Game 7, KG.
I agree. We're going Game 7. I think the Potatoes are going to bounce back. They just need to have the same advice before. Have a little confidence in yourselves. You got here for a reason, and a little bit of patience. They had the aggressiveness before, so I really think they can pick it up. Blue Crimson, ooh, that was a little bit dangerous as there was a few too many people. A little close, and Shootsy with a great angle, scoring that goal as everybody on the Potatoes is kind of, they seem a little lost right now, even though it's only 10 seconds in.
Yeah, and you know, you said it earlier, KG. You called it perfectly. Shootsy wasn't shooting well. You said all it takes is one shot to really turn things around now. And now Shootsy is on fire, putting everything in the back of the net. It's a great way to start off Game 6 if you're House Salads. You want to get that lead early. Helps build confidence. You don't want to have to play from behind. Blue Crimson now trying to get something going. Almost gets it under the defender, just can't. As we stay dangerous, Larson is there, and no, some miscommunication. Spiper Wolf can't get it. Blue Crimson's gonna keep it in the blue half, but neither Nick is there. Sends it to the other side. Neither Nick tries to get the second touch, can't. Shootsy's lurking, will back off though. And 1 minute in, we stay 1-0 for the House Salads. Both teams now kind of going a little back and forth, a little bit of boomer ball here, KG. Physicality coming out from the House Salads, though. They want to end this game here, or this series here. Neither Nick with almost another goal, but Spiper Wolf with a great shot. KG, House Salads look so dangerous right now.
They do a little bit of a double commit right there, but it doesn't matter. Neither Nick, up there, almost making that one, but unfortunately that doesn't go in as Larson getting it back into the House Salads corner. Spiper Wolf coming in and gets met by Infernape, and unfortunately doesn't get anything from that. Blue Crimson missing, and neither Nick getting it right back into the potato zone. That's a shot, and that's going to hit off the post, and unfortunately not go anywhere. But again, House Salads playing really aggressive, and they just keep the Potatoes on their back end. And Spiper Wolf playing pretty darn decently this game, getting some good touches and playing very patient in the back end. They've played the back post very well this game and saved a couple of plays already, but Blue Crimson can't read that. Neither Nick beating Blue Crimson, and they extend the lead 2-0. There's 3 minutes to go.
Yeah, and neither Nick had a shot very close off the post earlier. No post problems here for Nick. Makes it a 2-0 game now, just under 3 minutes remaining as we're nearing halftime. And the Potatoes, they have been boxed in for a lot of this game, but this could be an opportunity for Larson, and that's going to be an unfavorable bounce. Blue Crimson going up for it, gets it off the back while Larson's there. Larson gets it off the crossbar down and is still able to put it in. Larson with a huge answer for the Potatoes, and a great touch from up above from Blue Crimson. We have a 1-goal game. Don't count the Potatoes at yet. They won a Game 7.
Was that a double touch, but to the teammate?
I believe it was.
They both went up, and that second, he was in the air when he hit that. So that's technically a two teammate double touch. As, oh my goodness, Infernape meeting this one, reading this one. That's a hard read in my opinion, at least for some of us, as that ball just hits the wrong way for the Potatoes and lands right in front of their bumper.
Yeah, and what an answer right back from Infernape. They want to keep this 2-goal lead. And you're absolutely right. That is not an easy read up there in the corner. It could really go any direction. I mean, it could roll, it could waterfall down, it could bounce straight out. Great job by Infernape to be able to read that. And if you're the defense, there's not much you can do. It was a perfectly placed shot from Infernape, who has been red hot as well for several games now. Neither Nick just gets it off the crossbar. This stays dangerous though. Infernape off the back wall. Shootsy coming in now. Spiper Wolf gonna just get it past the defense. We'll send it into the corner. Spiper Wolf trying to get another touch. Can't. Neither Nick is there. Blue Crimson over to the middle, but no one is there for more. And Shootsy sends it long. That could be dangerous. Neither Nick off the back wall. Wow. What a shot that would have been. House Salads, they're just styling at this point here in Game 6. Still a 3-1 lead with under 2 minutes remaining, KG.
They're oozing with confidence right now as Shootsy just missing that, but neither Nick able to keep it into their zone, and unfortunately that touch goes in the corner and kind of going away from them. But right now the House Salad's playing really, really well. Nice the demo from on Larson to Shootsy. And neither Nick going for goal. That's a back end goal, but unfortunately goes off the post. Great placement, just doesn't quite go in. There's a minute 16. That ball's not going to go anywhere, but it's still pretty dangerous as the ball was in their zone. And nobody on the opposite side for Potatoes to make any sort of play on it. And they're kind of just playing give the ball back right now, as they're sort of playing a little too much defensive play, as Larson's sort of slow playing in Fernape when they kind of need to just make them do something. Don't give them time. You don't have enough time.
Yeah, and it's a really stark contrast from what we saw earlier in the series. Larson goes for the shot there. It's going to go high above the goal, into safety. Infernape there with a clear Spiper Wolf. Going to keep it dangerous. Larson is there now. Potatoes giving it everything they got off the back wall.
Nice.
Blue Crimson is there off the crossbar. Will it go in? It will. Blue Crimson keeping the Potatoes' dreams of a championship alive, making it a 1-goal game with 30 seconds remaining. KG, there is still plenty of time.
Plenty of time. 30 seconds seems like a little bit, but you don't have a clue how much it is, especially when the other team has a little bit of pressure on them. They don't want you to score. That is a decent kickoff right there, and a good cheat, as Larson's going to center this. Can Spiper beat Nick? No, Nick gets there and gets the good 50. Larson keeping it in, but unfortunately, this is getting back into Potato zone. They have a chance here. They're giving it to neither. Neither able to get it down there. Spiper taking control. Can they get it around Shootsy? No, Shootsy's keeping it in. Nobody there is Larson and Blue Crimson. They need to get down there faster. That ball's in the air. Can anybody catch it? No, House Salads get the win. 3-2. It's over.
Your amateur division champions, House Salads. Wow. Let's give a shout out to them in the chat. What a series. Whether it was neither Nick, Infernape, or Shootsy, I mean, all three of them were going crazy for the whole series. Neither Nick, 7 shots in that last game. Maybe not a lot of goals, but keeping that offensive pressure was all too important. Taking away chances on Potatoes. What a series, and it was a great fight by the Potatoes too. They gave it their all. They gave it their all. Unfortunately, it just wasn't enough. House Salads, amateur division champions. I can only imagine how they're feeling right now.
Exactly. I haven't won a championship yet, so I would love to know what that feels like, but that's enough about me. I have to say, I think I've got to give a lot of props. I know neither Nick played excellent. Shootsy, I think once they came alive, kind of tipped the tables, and Potatoes didn't have the answer for it, unfortunately. And Shootsy being on target, it threw them off, and then Shootsy got more aggressive, and then the entire House Salads team got more aggressive, and then the touches started coming, and the confidence started flowing, and everything just went House Salads' way for the last 4 games.
Yeah, I mean, that was really just an excellent gameplay change by them.